A very good afternoon to you and a warm welcome to UBC Lunchtime News on this third day of July 2024. I'm Lorene Masika Kazimoto. Now we start off with our first headlining story this afternoon. The China-Uganda Friendship Hospital, Naguru, has enhanced its maternity unit with new equipment including a modern operating table, 2 adjustable delivery beds, 2 examination couches and 100 mama kits. These donations worth 29 million Uganda shillings were provided by Stanbic Bank Uganda.
They say sharing is caring. This sentiment was echoed as Stanbic Bank Uganda Holdings Limited, the parent company of Stanbic Bank Uganda, donated equipment to the China-Uganda Friendship Hospital maternity unit. The donations included a modern operating table, 2 adjustable delivery beds, 2 examination couches and 100 mama kits amounting to 29 million Uganda shillings.
Something small, but hopefully very meaningful for this facility. As the doctor said, we have a long-standing relationship with Ministry of Health and specifically on maternal health, where we come in with whatever little we can bring to support the health facilities in looking after our mothers and the young ones. So we are giving back to our customers and making sure that we have a health community. And I wish we could do more, and we will try and keep challenging ourselves.
The hospital management said that the maternity equipment comes at a critical time as the existing ones were nearly at a breaking point.
As you know, our country for a long time has been dependent on aid. And for the years that we've been really in that kind of situation, sometimes you ask yourself, as Ugandans, what are we able to solve as our problems? This is a gesture that as Ugandans we can, in a small way, start solving our problems. And the best thing as government director and your staff here we can do, my brother Daktari, senior consultant Wanyama, is to care for these things that are given to us. Because at the end of the day, if we don't care for them well, then it means that they are going to break down so quickly. Aside the volumes that we work on, yes, but at least we should be able to care for them so that they can serve the masses.
So when they elevate the mandate of an institution, that goes with the kind of staffing, the kind of cadres that run the services in the hospital. So our mandate has been increasing. So the cadres that have been given to this hospital, irrespective of its size, and then the services delivered here.
Since its official opening in 2011, the hospital has experienced a growth in the number of patients accessing its services, particularly reproductive health services. The hospital also offers specialized services in areas such as urology, gastroenterology, orthopedics, acupuncture, ENT, diabetes, hypertension, and pediatrics, among others.
The Uganda Police Director in charge of Interpol and International Relations, AIGP Grace Akulo, has urged police officers to be thankful for what the government is doing to improve their working conditions while attracting more support for those in need. Grace Akulo made these remarks while presiding over the Thanksgiving ceremony for police officers at St. Peter's Church of Uganda, Naguru.
Police officer. And I know all of you love being police officers, isn't it? Do we love police? It is a very noble job of God because you are dealing with the people who are in distress, someone who is a suspect, somebody who is a victim, somebody, doing community work. Name them, you know what we do. And really it is so noble. And you should love the job which you are doing. When we get out, we are stressed. We come and we are in church and our band. I love band. And you know, even now I'm giving you 50,000. You go with it. So you should love the job. You are in FFU, quelling riots. You saw how the Kenyan police was working, so you should love it. But as I say, government, Uganda Police Force, they have very good plans for us. We started by giving double, I don't know, is it double? To the scientists, money is increased. So, government has not left us out. It's increased salary. Government is working on the issue of accommodation. It is still not good, but the communication from the IGP, there are better things ahead of us. So let us not tire to do good and continue working. And on his inaugural speech, he said that him alone cannot manage the Uganda Police Force, but he counts on each and every single police officer, from SPC to himself. For him, he's a team leader. So if you don't do your work, then we fail together. So just maintain your discipline. And the rest is going to be history, because we resolve as top management that every year we shall be promoting. Am I lying? It is coming each and every year. The other year, 2022, promoted. 2023, promoted. 2024, we are already vetting. Are we not vetting?
Madam, they have invited
applications.
Invitations for police personnel who have served so far at a minimum of 5 years.
5 years! So it means that if you count 5 years, 2022, 24, to which year? You are going to all be promoted, all from constable to AIGP, okay, to senior commissioner.
So we are here to give thanks to God, but we are also here to remind ourselves of what the Word of God says. And I want to say to us, in our various capacities that God has placed us, in our different spheres of influence, that we should go out and be the light. We are also the salt of the earth. When we have lost our saltiness, then we are useless, good for nothing, to be thrown on the street and for everyone to trample upon. So Uganda Police and everyone that is here,
Residents of Chitale Njerere village in Seta Mukono are protesting the closure of their village road due to the Uganda Railways construction project of a level crossing. The residents say they cannot access Mukono town due to the closure of the Njerere Chitale crossing. We have more.
Residents of two villages, Chitale and Njerere in Seta Mukono, clashed with the army officers as they protested the village's isolation caused by the Uganda Railways Corporation's failure to set up a level crossing on the access road.
Kati ekubo ly'Echitale liririmu ate baligale. Security eba sinungi.
Nganze defense w'ekyalo okubanga lubeerera bajjajja ffe twali tukozesa byuma. Essaawa zino batwetedde ebisementi bino. Nze ndabanga bagenda okwongera ate obubenje obugenda ogwa ku kkubo lino lyale.
The residents claimed that the lack of level crossing on the railway line from Jinja to Kampala has cut off their village.
It has negatively impacted us because right now pregnant mothers can't easily move across. The community cannot easily move across to Mukono, and transport fares have increased.
They had closed our route, which is the easiest way to access Mukono and Seta, because the other alternative route they gave us is very far. Now as we talk, our transport has increased from 3,000 to 10,000, and to our dismay, before the contractor told us that this crossing has been in existence, but it was scrapped off. Other contractors were saying that our crossing is not in their plan. So we had to call the railway people to... Yes.
Sengendo John, the managing director of Uganda Railways Corporation, met with the residents on Tuesday and pledged to talk to the contractor to ensure that the level crossings are reinstated to restore peace. However, he did not provide a time frame but urged the residents to be patient.
The rumors were that this level crossing won't be worked on. That would mean closing off very many Ugandans from accessing their businesses and residences. But what we can say is URC is going to work on this level crossing in JLL and a few others along this route.
Philip Aguta for UBC News in Mukono.
Refugees from Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Somalia and other countries have appealed to the Ministry of Health for interpreters to assist them in assessing medical treatment in various hospitals. This appeal was made during the launch of a clinic built by Dar Al-Shifa Polyclinic in Bukoto.
According to a report by the Uganda Bureau of Statistics, the number of refugees in the country has increased to 78,000. These reside in suburbs of Chisenyi, Kabalagala, Chivuli, but face challenges in obtaining medical care due to language barrier.
Of our Sudanese in very big numbers due to this situation in Sudan. We would like to thank the Ugandan government for hosting them and the generous of the kindness of them. In future they are going to find them here, coming to a new country with different language, to find a house, to find education for their kids, to find treatment. So all those are very big challenge.
Like language, yes, barrier. Even those who knows English, you know the differences between the accents. Sometimes mother tongue interference because of the accent. But in this clinic there is translators and the doctors are good, so we thank them a lot.
The director of Dar El-Shifa Polyclinic, Nyakwera Nandia, says that the newly launched program will provide refugees with medical treatment for various diseases.
Dar El-Shifa chetwakoze twafunyeyo ba doctor abenjawulo aboogera Oluwarabu abava mu ago amawanga abatendeki nga balina empapula zaabwe naye nga tebalina wakukolera. Kati we have taken them in so that kyanguwe bali abalwadde we bajja basangewo abantu baabwe aboogera olulimi lwe lumu.
Dr. Namuganye Monica and her team have already treated over 150 people with various alignments which they carry out every last week of the month.
Try to help refugee people because they are suffering here too much, because they came from war, lost everything, lost their homes, their money. Professor
Mando Majin from Sudan and other representatives appreciate Uganda for hosting their communities.
In Uganda, by the way, it is a great country that accepts us as refugees. We would like to thank again Uganda people for their hospitality and kindness.
Refugees interviewed acknowledged the ongoing challenges in education and health care.
Refugees, we are really suffering from medical service. So when we hear about this Shifa clinic, we come. So we thanked those doctors who established this Shifa clinic for service us this free day. And we hope that they assist our people.
The launch of the new clinic targets improving health care access for the refugee community and discussing issues affecting refugees. Robert Katamba and Jamil Sekaja, UBC News.
Now, in a bid to promote basic education and literacy, the Rotary Club of Bwevaja and Garuga have handed over 2 newly constructed classrooms to Chitala Secondary School, the only government-aided school in Chitabi Town Council. This initiative aims to promote and provide students with a favorable study environment. During the launch of the newly constructed classroom block, Rotarians led by Emmanuel Katongole, the former district governor of District 9211, committed to supporting the school further as they embark on the construction of the second phase as a way of uplifting the school standards.
Declare this classroom block open. And for you, the presidents of Webaja and Garuga, thank you for leading all of us. Leading all of us and see a transformation in this government-aided school that today we're commissioning a 3-level big building that will house 6 classrooms. What a beauty that Rotarian done. Please stand up. That you gave in your man-hours and supervised this building. In Rotary, we spent, I think, over 340 million man-hours in doing work that would be paid for, but we do it without a single pay.
Chitara says this land where we are, it's a land of blessings. Because this Rotary as governor, I requested the clubs to go out and promote basic education and literacy. When we showcased the videos of the papyrus classes, all Rotarians in Uganda and Tanzania, they went on fire. And the seed which we planted from Chitara, a number of classroom blocks, a lot of interventions have been made in Uganda and Tanzania to promote basic education and literacy, but we started from Chitara.
As the mayor of Katavi, I pledge to support more as Katavi. We did give cash, but I waived all the plan fees there. So that is a contribution I did, yes. I think it was around 2 point something. And I just said, no, these are our people, this is our son. So I pledge also, we had suggested as Katavi Town Council for the next level to contribute at least 3 million shillings.
I want to thank the government of Uganda for accepting operations of Rotary clubs in this country. Otherwise, we would not be here. I also want to thank the district governor for considering education as the priority in this country, so that we came here to support the underprivileged. I mentioned how government is supporting this school and how much these students contribute. It is equivalent to the points they get.
UBC Lunchtime News. Now, the King of Toro, Oyo Nyimba Kabamba Iguru IV, has emphasized the importance of all Ugandans of Toro and Bunyoro kingdoms living in the diaspora, especially in the United Kingdoms, to contribute to projects supporting sectors like education and health. While officiating at the 2024 Impako Festival, organized by members of the Toro UK Association, TUCO, King Oyo pledged the kingdom's support to these initiatives. He also urged them to engage in helping farmers establish international markets as part of the kingdom's strategic plan. Impako Festival, the first of its kind celebrated, includes exhibitions of Toro culture to the world, promoting tourism and trade.
Back home to support the well-being and development of their people and families. However, I wish to rally you all to create more roots back home. As Toro Kingdom, I pledge that we will support and embrace your initiatives and projects that you bring back home, either as individuals or as partners with the kingdom.
Wow.
Up demonstration farms to train youth and other farmers on modern methods of agriculture. The youth and existing farmers are able to visit and learn, and we intend to roll out this program in all counties of the kingdom. We have also embarked on an aggressive campaign to encourage more coffee production in our kingdom. We are distributing coffee seedlings to organized groups of farmers around the kingdom, and we're setting up coffee nursery beds to avail seedlings to farmers at all times. I've also embarked on a critical program of putting up silos to help stabilize market for our coffee farmers in and around the kingdom. We're encouraging our coffee farmers to bring their coffee in one place to help establish stable market internationally. I therefore call upon all of you and friends of Toro to interest yourselves in this very critical venture. The Kingdom has embarked a campaign to promote tourism. We are working towards setting up hospitality training centers in Toro. This will be a hub for training young people in various aspects of hospitality and tourism. I further launched initiatives like Ekyoto and Pango as a vehicle for promoting tourism and culture. The global cultural tourism market size was valued at $30 billion in 2023. With proper planning and deliberate efforts, we feel Toro can tap into this. Toro is not deficient on what to offer. We invite you and other partners to partner with the Kingdom in implementing projects like hotels, an airport, and also developments of our potential cultural sites, including our royal tombs.
ABC Lunchtime News takes a very short break, but return with more stories after these messages.
Amanya gange nze Namutebi Sharon nga nkolera wano wennyini Saka Kirombe oba Makindye. Empangula gye nawanguddemu ssente mbadde nga nkozesa mobile money nga nsindika school fees w'omwana ku ssomero. Okutegeera nti mpangudde nze mutima neegambye nti kambalinde bamale okujja ndyoke nzikirize nti mpangudde. Kyennyinza okubagamba nti si byabafere weewaawo abafere gye bali naye ennamba eri emu yokka era bw'eba ekukubidde omanya eyo si yabafere. Mpulira bulungi nnyo 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 era ndi musanyufu nnyo. Naye MTN mobile money mbebaza nnyo mwebale nnyo mwebalire.
Together we're unstoppable.
What is a dream? What does it mean to you? To her? To them? It's time we dare to dream anew. Dream bigger, better, bolder. Let's dare to dream of tomorrow, today, of someday, of the hope that comes with change, of a change that transforms lives. That glimmer in your eyes, the prospect of maybe, of all the hopes that we carry. It's the promise of enjoyments, co-enjoyments for you and your mates. A dream keeps us going. It's the one thing that drives us, inspires us, motivates us. One goal, one hope, one dream. With the Uganda National Lottery, your dream can become a reality. Bigger is here. What's your one thing?
Hi, my name is Rachel Nduhuchiri and I am a Ugandan actress and the winner of the Africa Monologue Challenge 2023. Now, thanks to your immense support, the Africa Monologue Challenge Season 2 is coming to Uganda between July 25th and August 20th. Africa Monologue Challenge is looking for passionate Ugandan storytellers to take part in a Pan-African short film that will showcase Uganda to the rest of the world. To be a part of this, all you have to do is weave a captivating narrative that captures Uganda's cultural heritage while fostering connections between 10 diverse individuals from 10 African countries. This short film will be shared to over 50 film festivals. Now, to find information on the AMC 2024 finalists, visit www.africamonologue.com. Please submit your short script, which should be 10 pages for a short film between 10 to 15 minutes, to africamonologue@gmail.com before 30th June 2024. Now, let's talk about rewards. The selected script will have the writer's full name in the end credits. You will get a chance to collaborate with amazing filmmakers from all over the world. You will get a small token for your creativity, and you remain with full ownership of your script. Let's work together to create a Pan-African film that will echo African stories throughout the world.
Welcome back from that break. And now onto the business scene. The public is urged to be vigilant to avoid being cheated by unscrupulous business people who want to maximize profits by selling pre-packed underweight products. Although UNBS conducts periodic inspections, the standards admit that it has no capacity to deal with the vice alone. Dennis Segoa reports.
Kampala Capital City Traders Association and the Uganda National Bureau of Standards plan to strengthen through collaboration and coordination to deal with unscrupulous businessmen who are tampering with the quality and quantity of products manufactured within the country.
And as Kasita, we decided to set up a special department to coordinate with National Bureau of Standards and to make sure that cheating can be fought together. You know, strengthening our partnership. The public and government agencies can assist to save such an ethical habit or act.
Last week, Uganda National Bureau of Standards impounded over 700 bags of underweight sugar in Soroti City from VG Keshwala and Sons Limited stores. The seizure of the sugar packed in Kakira branded sacks followed public complaints.
Originally, we had thought that the company which was appearing on the labels was actually responsible for the shortages, but investigations are soon revealing that this vice was actually perpetrated by the drivers.
Kasita is also advocating for a fair trading environment to tackle challenges facing the business community.
The cost of doing business, you find that utility bills are so high, transport costs are so high, electricity, water, and others. So we think that the manufacturers want to use such challenges to make sure they maximize profit vis-a-vis even the high taxes.
The standards body has a mandate to ensure that what is packed in the pre-packaged goods is according to the specifications. However, it faces capacity challenges.
Because when the goods are manufactured, they are transported to the warehouses. Anywhere. Goods can be made in Kampala, but they are transferred to Jinja warehouse, then transferred to Kamuli. Now here there are issues of transporters. Some of these goods spend the night on the way before they reach the destination. So something can happen in the middle there.
They are underfunded, that you find that at times their budget are constrained. Secondly, even manpower, they lack enough manpower. So we need to make sure that we involve the public to be more active and coordinate with the agency to make sure at least they can meet their mandate.
The two entities are calling for public vigilance and ensure the pre-packaged goods have prescribed quantities. Dennis Segoa for UBC News.
UBC Lunchtime News takes another short break, but will return after these messages.
we started with 1 acre. We started with poultry, then we added cows. Milk, a day we get 100 liters. When the president was around in 2019 in the campaigns, he was in Chenjojo at a rally, was still insisting on 4 acre model. Then that's where my husband raised up, was like, no, Mr. President, for me I have 1 acre. I practiced what you are telling these people. Now I'm able to earn such and such amount. Then was, wow, you bring Mr. Nyakana, tell us. And our 1 acre is not yet to its 100%. As you see, we've been growing up in income, educating siblings, the income security. Now if you even want a loan, they've been calling us, come and give you a loan. People, they know that you have income, even tomorrow you can what? You can pay. Then President talking to us, we've been receiving a lot since from that announcement. That is a free advert for us.
Welcome back from that break. And now into the sports scene. The Uganda Para Badminton International Tournament started with mixed results for the Ugandan team. Players Sarah Naziwa, Ali Mukasa, Juliet Mary Namunoga and Juma Namwido all lost to their counterparts in their respective matches. However, Uganda's Bashir Mutiaba received a walkover from Indian Manjunath Govind Naik in the men's singles lower standing 1. Jennifer Vumali Kabuo won her doubles match with the Brazilian player, and Latif Ngobi secured a victory against Ivorian Gasu Bamba in the men's singles lower standing 4. The mixed results provide Uganda with a mixed bag of outcomes and some hope, as more Ugandan players are yet to compete in the coming days. Uganda hosting this event has registered a total of 48 players across the different categories. The Uganda Para Badminton International Tournament will continue at the Lugogo Indoor Arena until the 7th of July 2024.
Can remember. So that's why you see I've entered more than 30 players. But we expect that there are different categories. There's wheelchair 1, of course wheelchair 2, there is standing lower 3, standing lower 4, standing upper 5, and of course short stature. So I know the level and of course the way they have been preparing. We, as Uganda as a country, we will have players at least coming to the knockout stages.
And with that, UBC Lunchtime News comes to an end. Thank you so much for your company this afternoon. I'm Loreen Masika Kazimoto. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Good afternoon.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. Pick of the day on UBC.
Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000. Or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Every year, the government appropriates funds towards priority development areas. And this Wednesday, on your favorite program, Behind the Headlines, the team will break down the state appropriation and unpack critical funding allocations impacting our communities. From education to infrastructure, every dollar counts. The panel will examine the latest appropriations bill with clarity and depth, revealing its implications for you and your family. On set with Timothy Nyangweso, Honorable Mwanga Chivumbi, an accountant and member of parliament for Butambala County, Honorable Omara Paul, an astute economist and member of parliament for Otuke County, Dr. Sarah Birete, a lawyer and executive director, Center for Constitutional Governance, Mr. Moses Kagwa, director of finance and economic affairs at the Ministry of Finance, and our own Professor Sarah Sali, a dean at the School of Women and Gender Studies at Makerere University. Be part of the journey. Stay informed and engaged. Tune into State Appropriation Discussion only on your public broadcaster, UBC, inspiring Uganda. This week on UBC.
I always found myself teaching when the children, at that young age, when the children would sleep off, we would collect ourselves and try to learn. So on that day, my dad was taking me to school, right 2-3 kilometers away from home. We get a roadblock of rebels. The luck that we had is that one of his former pupils identified him.
Right here today, we have a very exceptional lady.
Our father had equipped us. He kept telling us how to build mechanisms, defense mechanisms around boys. He would even sometimes tell us, if they tell you they love you, tell them that you love them too. They will take off. No boy wants a daring girl. You know, I've just told you I love you and you say I love you too immediately. They take off. So I used such mechanisms. Someone tells me I love you too. When you scratch my hand, I scratch you back and I move on. When you say x, I also say x and I move on, carrying my gobe.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
My name is Damali Sali and I welcome you to this episode